We begin with the Manassas Park community holding a vigil for a mother now presumed dead. Neighbors and friends spent weeks searching for Mamta Kafle Bhatt. Good evening to you. I'm Scott Thuman. Just hours ago, police charged her husband in connection to her disappearance. 7 News was outside the couple's home as Naresh Bhatt was cuffed and taken away in a squad car. Our Christian Flores is live there tonight. He's been following it all along. Christian, this is an emotional time for the community.
A very, very emotional time, and family members and neighbors held this candlelight vigil right here in front of the family's home just a few hours ago. You can see just how many candles and flowers were left behind. There were dozens of people, friends and community leaders who gathered out here in front of the family home. And as you said, very emotional, and understandably so. Today they got the update that they really were expecting but were hoping would not be the case.
May the deceased soul rest in peace.
A prayer and solemn candlelight vigil to cap off a day of heartache for friends of Mamta Kafle Bhatt. That began with the arrest of her husband, Naresh.
And what they said was Mamta is no more with us now, but they don't know where the body is.
Naresh Bhatt is charged with prohibition against concealment of a dead body, with Manassas Park Police Chief Mario Lugo confirming Mamta is presumed dead. He spoke in a private meeting with friends and community members.
I mean, we all are heartbroken, tears in our eyes. Everybody was crying, and it's so sad. She was very kind. She was innocent. And yeah, I really liked her, as a sister.
We are very hopeful at the time, and hearing that news, it's devastating to all our community.
This update comes as police have carried out more than 10 search warrants and hundreds of hours of interviews. They're still looking for Mamta, however.
We are working this investigation. We're working carefully, and there's just a lot of things moving very quickly right now.
I'm hoping that this speed up the process.
Still, I think is like what's happening. Is it real or is some nightmare I'm dealing with? It is a nightmare one way or the other. But
those who know Naresh Bhatt tell 7 News they're still processing these latest developments.
I said, be honest. If you have anything to do with it, be honest.
In the meantime,
the baby's the first thing I think about.
Friends are now concerned about Mamta's child.
I want answers, and I want justice, and I want safety, and this baby has a very delicate future. She doesn't have any other family here.
They are in the process of bringing Mamta's parents here, and hopefully she will be safe and, she will be taken care of properly.
And we have learned that immigration lawyers are working to expedite the visa process to bring Mamta's parents from Nepal to here to take care of her baby. Now, in the meantime, Naresh Bhatt is expected to make his first court appearance tomorrow morning at 8:30. We'll be sure to bring you any details that may emerge from that. Scott?
Christian, police and prosecutors, for the most part, have been really tight-lipped. Do they know what exactly happened before Mamta's disappearance?
Unfortunately, not too many new details today, other than really, quite frankly, the bare minimum. But tomorrow, we are expecting more court documents to be released, including the arrest warrant and affidavit. Those documents typically tell a better picture of what exactly happened and why officers were able to arrest Naresh Bhatt. Reporting live from Manassas Park, Christian Flores, 7 News.
We know you'll be following up. Thank you, Christian. Now, here is the timeline of Mamta's disappearance. The pediatric nurse was last seen at her job on July 27th. Her husband said he last saw her July 31st. Then on August 2nd, police did a welfare check, but Mamta's husband didn't report her missing until 3 days later. And as of last night, police described him as uncooperative. Again, his first court appearance is tomorrow, and 7 News will be there to bring you any updates on this investigation.
Happening this morning, the husband of missing Manassas Park mother Mamta Kafle Bhatt is expected to be in court less than 24 hours after he was arrested and charged with hiding her body. Mamta has been missing for more than 3 weeks. 7 News' Joy Wang is live at the courthouse in Manassas this morning. And Joy, Naresh Bhatt was escorted out of his home in handcuffs.
He was, and we'll show you that video in just a second. First, though, his wife, Mamta Kafle Bhatt, who's been missing for more than 3 weeks, she is presumed dead. Investigators have been searching their home over the past 2 days after executing a search warrant. And we're told that they found additional evidence and were able to charge Naresh Bhatt. So let's get you to that video we were talking about earlier, showing his arrest, showing as police were taking him into custody. This is just before 11 o'clock yesterday morning. Our cameras were rolling when police escorted him from his home, taking him into custody. We also saw their baby, who just turned 1 this week, being carried out covered in a blanket. Officials say she's in social services care right now. We're also told Naresh wasn't being cooperative in the investigation. He's charged with prohibition against concealment of a body. Mamta Kafle Bhatt is presumed dead, and police say they're still trying to locate her. Those who loved her held a candlelight vigil last night, devastated by the news.
We all are heartbroken, tears in our eyes. Everybody was crying, and it's so sad, that's happening to our small minority community. She was innocent, and I really liked her, as a sister, and she was being loved by the community. She was so nice, yeah.
Surprised, mad, shocking, all the emotion that hard to believe, and still I think is like what's happening. Is it real or is some nightmare I'm dealing with? It is a nightmare one way or the other.
I want answers, and I want justice, and I want safety, and this baby has a very delicate future. She doesn't have any other family here.
We're told Mamta's rest of her family is still in Nepal, and that an immigration attorney is actually in the process of expediting some paperwork in order to get a visa so that Mamta's parents can come here and get emergency custody of that child. As for Naresh Bhatt, well, he's expected to be in court at 8:30, where we're hoping to learn more information about exactly what evidence investigators had that led to his arrest. Live in Manassas, Joy Wang, 7 News.
Joy, thank you. And here's a timeline of Mamta's disappearance. The pediatric nurse was last seen at her job on July 27th. Her husband said he last saw her on July 31st. And then on August 2nd, police did a welfare check. But Mamta's husband did not report her missing until 3 days later. And on Wednesday night, police described him as uncooperative. Again, his first court appearance is today, and 7 News will be there to bring you updates on this investigation.